Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. So I am doing another video and I decided to do a little cute setup with my shoes in the bag. You can see I have 1,000 shoes. Actually just got rid of like half of my shoes. I started selling some of them on that Poshmark. Somebody recommended it to me, one of my friends. And I've heard about it and I just never thought to use it. And I just sold my first pair of shoes on there. So if you guys have a Poshmark, I think I'm on there as Bad Girl Angie. So I've gotten a few questions on my social media and on YouTube about just stuff that people want me to talk about. One thing that was brought up was kind of talking about like giving like tips on coming out and like my dating life. So I thought today was a good day to do those videos. So, I just got out of the shower and I'm on my way to the gym. I'm gonna go run some errands. I'm gonna go mail some stuff. I'm mail out the shoes and some other stuff I need to do. And then I'm also gonna go to the gym after that because my post office is like down the street from the gym. You would think, I just got out of the shower and you would think I would shower after the gym, but I'm probably gonna have to do that again. But I just washed my hair, so I don't want to put anything in it. So this is what it looks like when it's fresh out the shower. I just brushed it out and put some leave-in conditioner. And that's how it looks. The leave-in conditioner is the one that I did in the video. It's the Garnier. Anywho, back to the question. So, I was just watching the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills after they just came back. And you guys know I'm obsessed with the Real Housewives. So yeah, and also pardon my makeup. I'm not wearing a lot of makeup. I don't want to fucking wear a mountain of makeup to the gym because, first of all, like you're toweling yourself off, you know? And if you're sweating, the towel gets all, there's no point in wearing a bunch of makeup to the gym, but I also don't want to look like shit. So, back to the video. Real Housewives, that's not part of the video, but I was just watching it and I paused it so I can do the video. My mail comes at 3 o'clock and it's 2:30, so I want to leave this uploading while I go do what I gotta do. So, I was trying to record this video with the windows closed, but it's so hot in my room sometimes, especially with the lights on me and then the light that I have here. And I just had to leave the door open. There's dogs barking and birds chirping, but whatever. Okay, now really back to the video. So, the first topic I'm going to talk about is coming out. I'm always like, I don't like to talk about things, and it's just now as an adult that I'm a lot more open than I was when I was younger. There's still some stuff that I'm pretty closed about, i.e., talking about sex stuff. I'm still really like, I want to say conservative about it. I just don't like talking about it. There's a few select people that I've mentioned stuff to, or if I'm a little drunk, then I'll talk to some other people. But usually, I don't tend to talk about my sex life too much because I just think that's really personal, and maybe one day I'll get the courage to make a video about it, but I just think that's something like super personal, but at the same time, it is something that people want to know. But yeah, that's just the only thing that I don't really talk about. Anything else I'm pretty open about. I mean, I don't really talk about people that I'm dating. Like if I'm dating somebody, I probably wouldn't talk about them. I wouldn't mention them. They probably wouldn't be in my videos. Because I would like to respect their privacy, just not because it's not like I can't explain it. It's like YouTube is my thing, and if they're not like that, they're not, YouTube friendly, then that's fine. Not as opposed to like wanting him to go like to the mall with me, like yeah, that he like, not because I'm trying to hide that I have a boyfriend, whatever. Just that. Whatever, if he wanted to be on the channel, he could. But I don't even have a boyfriend, so I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about that anyway. But people are asking me about dating. So, somebody asked me what was the most romantic date I've been on, like, as far as before I was transitioning, when I was living my life as a gay guy. I really didn't date that much when I was, before I was transitioning. I was kind of more like of a, if I met a guy, I was like, oh, I'll meet you at the bar, or I'll meet you for drinks. That was the kind of thing that I did. It wasn't really like, I can't say that there was an actual, like, romantic date that I went on. And I'm trying to think if there was one. Because there was, like, one or two guys that I actually dated, but even then it was like just getting drunk, like going out and getting drunk. So I don't think I have an actual like answer for that. After I was transitioning, I've been on a few dates, but one of them that stood out to me was this guy. He drove over here like randomly. Like I was on my way back from LAX because I was in, I don't remember. I think I was in Vegas. I was in Vegas, I think, for my birthday. But yeah, the guy came, is this still recording? The guy came down over here. He flew down, and he flew down. I flew down from LAX, and I came home, and he came, and we kind of just randomly, like, we got snacks. He bought me an ice cream that I really wanted, and we went to this, he did Uber in LA, so he was gonna stay up. So he got himself a Red Bull, and he got me like, I think like I don't remember, maybe it was like a soda or a coffee or iced coffee or something. But I really wanted an ice cream, so he got me an ice cream, I remember that. And then we went for a walk on the pier, and then there's this little park by my place that, you can feed the ducks during the day, and I do go there with my niece sometimes, or I used to. And we went to this bridge, and we kind of were just talking, and we like made out, and that was really romantic, I think. Okay, so this cut off a little bit because I was recording and I didn't know that I was still recording. I mean that I had finished recording because I recorded some videos like a few weeks ago and I forgot to delete them. But to finish up that story about the romantic, we went on the walk, and it was really nice. It was romantic because it was super simple, and we just like kind of like had a kiss, and we went home, but that didn't work out. So even though it was romantic, but I would say that was the most romantic of my dates. Now for the topic of coming out. Now, I think I've talked about this in some of my other videos, but I guess maybe not in depth. Is it depth? Yeah, depth. Not in detail. It's not really like, I mean, to everyone it's different, because I know there's people that come out like of the closet, as being homosexual or bisexual, and they sit down with their family and they just talk about it. I just never really, I was just like a gay guy, and I just did it. I just did it because I felt like I was being myself, I think, and I think that's where I attribute to where that's where being transgender came in, is because I didn't feel different. I feel like I was being myself. That's kind of hard to explain. I hope you understand what I mean. Like, I just felt like myself. I didn't feel like I was like, see, I never felt gay. I just thought that that's what I was labeled because I was male and I liked men. So I was a gay guy, but I never felt that way. Does that make sense? But back to coming out. As far as coming out of the closet, like being a homosexual male, I always just was gay. Like, I never went, I mean, my parents kind of knew. I mean, I hung out with a bunch of gay guys, and I went to the gay clubs. There was pictures of me, like, making out with guys. I had, pictures back when there was pictures. Like, actual pictures, not phone pictures. So, I mean, that was not, like, I never sat down and said, oh, by the way, I like men. I mean, that's just I'll tell you my coming out stories, and then I'll tell you my suggestions. So, to me, though, everybody's different, though. So, I can only go based on my experience, and my advice is just based on my experiences with myself or with other people. You don't have to take my advice. You can just listen to it and throw it in the trash, but this is just my point of view, and I'm not telling you to do this. This is just, enter at your own risk. Watch at your own risk. So anyway, that was as a man. The only time I actually said it was because I think we had a big this fight happened with my family one night, and a lot of us had been drinking. I know I was drinking more than everybody else. And somebody made a comment about like my homosexuality, and I just like got mad, and I was drunk, and I was just like, so fucking what if I'm gay, like, and then I was, because this person's I mean, I won't get into detail, but it's my uncle, and his daughter is a lesbian, and he was talking shit to me because I was gay, and I was like, well, your daughter's a fucking lesbian, like, what's the difference? And there was more insults thrown, but that's the only time I ever actually said, you know, I'm gay in front of my family, but everybody just knew. I remember one time don't even know if my sister remembers this, but one time my friends were like, I was still young, I was like 20, and we had gone out, and my friends were like, we were drinking at somebody's house, and they're like, oh, does your family, like, know you're gay? I'm like, I think so, and like, I was really close with my sister back then, Maribel, and like, they made me call her. I don't even know if she remembers, but my friend Jose, who passed away, he made me call her and tell her. She's like, I know you are. And I was like, okay. I don't remember what else. And then whatever. So that was my coming out. I really didn't have a major, like, announcement and balloons and rainbows and whatever. Then there was a transgender thing. I used to live my life as a male up to like about 2 years ago, but at like night or whenever I went out or if I went to dinner with my friends, I was Angie. I would put on a wig. After a while, my hair was like down here, so I started wearing extensions. That's when I got into extensions, and I would make my own. I still do, and I would have long hair, and like it was my hair. But I would never do myself like drag. I would never consider myself a drag queen because I didn't want to look like a drag queen. Like, I wanted to look as girly as possible. And I think drag queens do it more like, what is it called? Like more theatrical. Like they do, like, I like my eyebrows where they are. Like they cover them up and they do the big, it was just, you know, it's really, and I'm not knocking them. I'm just explaining the difference. I never wanted to do the drag queen thing. And I never did. I always had like, I would wear like regular, like, you know, cute girl clothes, cute little dresses, nothing extravagant. Sometimes I would wear a little extra extravagant, but usually it was simple stuff. So I have a good friend of mine. You might have seen her on my Snapchats. I don't know if I've Snapchatted her or Instagrammed her, but her name is Ella, and she started transitioning about 2 years before I did. And she's gorgeous, she's beautiful, she's got beautiful breasts, beautiful hair, she's just gorgeous. But I hadn't talked to her in a long time, so one day we met up and she came over and we just had like a really good talk. And she's always known, all my friends, I think 99% of my friends knew, maybe 90% of my friends that I'm close to, even some that are not close to anymore, knew that I wanted to transition. I was just scared. So the way that I did it as far as transitioning was that after she talked to me, I made an appointment with her doctor. And from that day on, the day that I saw the doctor, I stopped dressing in any male clothes. I never, and see, like, this was a problem that I did. It was that I never sat down and, like, actually discussed this with any of my family. I just started doing it on my own. Because sometimes I feel like, and I know this is bad, and that it comes back to more of a, I always have walls up with people, and even with my family and friends, and especially with guys that I date. I should go back to that right now about dating. This is a video that's, you know how I am, I can't stick to one topic, but I just felt like I wasn't going to have the support for my family, so what's the point in even telling them? And I'm not going to get too much into that, because then I just hate talking about it, because then, like, well, I mean, I should talk about it. I won't talk about it in depth, but in detail, but I'll talk about it a little bit. Back to, so I just kind of started, that was the last day, and, my family, I don't think they took it too well when I don't live with them, when I went over there, you know, dressed in, you know, as a female for the first time. I didn't feel like I was, I don't know, I didn't like the reaction they had. It was not positive. It was kind of like negative. Obviously, it was very negative. and it kind of distanced me a lot from some of my family members. But me and my mom have always been like really close, and it did give us like for a few months, maybe like 2 months, it kind of like separated us. I didn't talk to her, but I had it set in stone in my head. I'm like, if she's not gonna accept how I am, then I'm not gonna talk to her. And I didn't go to her. I used to now back. I see everything's like came back full circle, but back then I would go to my parents' house like 3-4 times a week, every Sunday, and at least 2 or 3 times during the week. I always go. I feel comfortable there. And after that day, I stopped going. I stopped calling her, and I didn't talk to her. And one day she sent me a text messages, kind of like, before that she sent me a few text messages where I can tell she wanted to talk to me, but I was just still like, it wasn't anything like, she never apologized. She was just like random things. Oh, do you know what happened to this? Or, you know, can you pay the phone bill? Or did you pay the phone? Little things like that where I could tell she just wanted to talk to me. And I was just like really cold. I was just like, yes, no, okay, like that. So I didn't talk to her and I think maybe a week or two after that, she sent me this like text messages, kind of like apologizing and kind of like telling me like how she felt about it. That, and I was really happy that she did that. Like, I'm getting a little emotional. I was really happy that she did that. And I still like felt, and I understand, like, I don't blame her or my parents for not that not accepting, but not understanding. And it's just that they grew up in a different time that we did, and especially if you're Mexican, you know how Mexican people are. And okay, so anyway, I sent her back like a text message just saying like, you know, I love you, but this is who I am, and this is who I'm gonna be. I was 28, I think, when that message came through, and I think I said something like, I've been living my life very unhappy for 28 years, and I'm gonna live my life happily how I want. Okay? And so since then, I still didn't go. The first time I went over there was probably about a month after I was transitioning, and I hadn't gone over there. And I only went because my brother had given birth. My brother's girlfriend at the time had given birth to my nephew Pachuco, and I wanted to go see the baby. So I went over there, and my mom just gave me like a hug, like a lingering hug, and ever since then I started going more and more. And I would, like, you guys know I've talked about this before. I've talked about a lot of this in my other videos, but not in depth. I wouldn't really go over there super feminine. I would have my hair in a bun or a ponytail, minimal makeup, t-shirt and jeans. That has changed a lot. I kind of go over there however I want, like my hair done, makeup, whatever. By now it's changed so much that it's so different. It's back to normal. It's actually a little better. Me and my mom like go shopping together, and like, it's weird. Like, we go shopping, and you guys see my Snapchat. We always go shopping, and we tell each other little secrets, and it's really positive. So those are my stories on coming out, and there's more to come. I mean, I'm barely gonna be 2 years into this, so it's so new, but it's your life. You should live it how you want. As far as coming out, all I can say is that you need to find a way for if you're trying to come out to your family as either gay or transgender, you need to find a way for them to understand what you are going through. And it's all about education. I wish that I would have done those things beforehand, like things that I know now, like showing them, like, even like YouTube videos, literature. Just research your facts and show them, like, kind of make them understand where you're coming from. because a lot of people are gonna see it as like, if you're transgender, it's like, oh, this gay guy wants to be a girl, and it's not. It's much more than that. Um, I heard the other day, and it pisses me off. I feel like deleting people from my Facebook, even people that are my friends, that like this whole thing about Caitlyn Jenner, that she got the Woman of the Year, like, and then Laverne Cox got it last year for Glamour, I think. They're like, oh, Glamour gave, 2 years in a row, gave a man with boobs the Woman of the Year. And it's like, that's so annoying. Like, some of my friends, a lot of my friends that have posted stuff like that, I kind of like didn't delete them or block them, but I did like mute their, what is it called? Like, unfollow them, but they're still my friends. But I think I'm just going to delete them. If that's the way they think, then everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but you're directly commenting on something that I'm living, so whatever. I don't want to make this video too long, so getting back to the advice, I think that you need to find some way to educate your family and your friends of what you're going through so they can understand. Even working with like a therapist, there's family counseling that you can do. Everybody works differently. There's not so much like, because I didn't live through those experiences where I was hiding it. I just kind of like was living it, and I never went through the actual like coming out experience. So the best advice I can give you is to just be honest. Give your family time to process it. They're not just going to be, some families will be like, cool, okay. Some families won't. Some families are going to be like, I don't think so, I don't like that, that's wrong, blah, 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 blah. So you just have to give your family time to process it and find the best way for you to be comfortable in a comfortable setting. Have somebody with you that supports you and who will understand and back you up. With both coming out as gay or coming out as transgender. I was prepared to be alone. I was prepared to be alone in this, and like at the end of the day, all you have is yourself, and that's my mentality. Sometimes it's just like, all I got at the end of the day is myself. Like when I go to bed, I'm going to bed by myself with my own brain and my own heart. Like, how do you sleep at night? You know that saying? I sleep very well. Just kidding, I have sleeping problems. I mean, that's the best advice I can give you. I can't, because I never did the actual like coming out. I just kind of did it. I didn't come out because I'm not here to please anybody. I'm here to live my life happily as I want to live it. And then back to that dating thing, I was saying, like, I just wanted to say, like it's hard to date. Like, I have major walls up when it comes to dating, because I don't know if you guys, everybody's lived different experiences. Experiences that I have lived, most of them are guys are fucking liars. And I know not all guys are liars, so I sometimes say like, oh my god, guys are stupid. Not all guys, but most guys are fucking liars. Like, there's been a few guys that I talked to, and like, I've even had like I've hung out with, and then next thing you know, like, they tell me, oh yeah, I have a girlfriend, or I'm married, and I'm like, oh, beautiful, thank you. Like, I want to be the fucking side bitch. I don't think so. I want to be the main bitch. But yeah, it's just, as far as dating, I feel like sometimes when I'm dating somebody, my walls are so thick and high up that I sometimes sabotage them. I've been going through a lot lately, as you guys know, with my getting let go from my job and being like kind of stressed out, and just other little things. These just little things that I've been, so I do get emotional and I do get like frustrated sometimes, but I think somebody who wants to be with you or wants to date you should kind of understand that. And even if it's in the early stages of like dating or talking, like, somebody should just be able to understand like that you are gonna have those moments. Even if you're not going through anything, everybody has their bad days, and whatever. This video is too long, but I hope that somebody told me that I need to open up more in my videos. I hope this video was a little more open, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm gonna upload it in a little bit, and well, obviously it's this in a little bit, it's gonna be up because you guys are watching it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry it's so long, but I had a lot to say. Hope it's next. I'm trying to. I'm just gonna shut up because this video is already like. This is 18 minutes and I recorded 5. That's like 23 minutes. So yeah, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching and keep on watching. Follow me on social media. Twitter is badgirlangie805. Instagram, it's badgirlangie. Snapchat is sellme805. I've been thinking of deleting it and just doing a Bad Girl Angie one, but I have so many people on there already and I feel like it's already set up. So I'll figure out, see if I can actually change the name, because I try to change it but it still says sellme805, and when somebody tries to add me as Bad Girl Angie, it doesn't work. But yeah, just remember to tell your friends up on my videos. If you know anybody who's going through what I'm going through, you know, let them watch, tell them to watch my videos. I try to help as much as I can. Now, if you have a suggestion or you want to kind of tell us your story, how you came out, write it down below, whether you're gay, transgender, bisexual, you're fucking transitioning into a frog. Let us know how you came out and how you are dealing with it. And also any dating tips you have for me or any guys you want to introduce me to. My link. Go ahead and subscribe, and I love you guys.